The melody.
Yeah. Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard or go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star, right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, yeah, Under the Lights.
Yeah. Welcome back to Under the Lights. We are your host. I'm Big Mike, and that's my guy Jordan. What's up, boy?
Chilling. What's going on, man?
Man, listen, man. I'm all right. You know what I mean? My Sixers got blew out by the team you got on your fucking head right now. Can you switch hats? You got 40 hats in there. Can you switch hats? Do I got to see the Spurs? They already walked over our ass last night. Now I got to look at them for 45 minutes to an hour. Damn, man. You switch hats, man. You got about 300 hats over there, bro. You gonna wear that? You did it on purpose. Fuck you. You did it on purpose, nigga. You did it on purpose. I know what's going on. I know you. Just like you had the motherfucking Eagles jersey in the back when we lost the shit. That was on you was on some bullshit. And that's what the same shit you on right now with that Spurs hat on. They beat our ass last night, man. I mean, beat the dog shit out of us, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, fuck out of here.
How you feeling about that? I mean,
man, listen, we gonna get into that. You know what I mean? We gonna get into that. Hold on for a second. We gonna get into that. You know what I mean? It was not a sight to see at all. I mean, it was nothing. You feel what I'm saying? I just wish we would have, showed better heart, spirit, something, my nigga. Like, goddamn. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. What's up with you though? You doing all right? You good?
yeah, man, I'm all right, man. I mean, Ramadan, so only thing that's kind of,
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's right.
So,
That's right.
So,
You already ate and shit? You already ate?
Yeah. 5 a.m.
Whew. You be all right. When is it over? When's it over again?
Not for another couple of weeks, man.
I know. What date?
From the 19th or 20th, around that time.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, shit. You be all right, man. You tough, right? You know what I mean? Get you some tea, some soup. You know what I mean? Niggas fast every day, B. Niggas fast every day, B. You know what I mean? You be all right, nigga. You tough. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas fast every day. What niggas you talking about?
Oh, I'm just saying, niggas in this world fast every day, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's a reason for why we do it also, of course.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is, man. I'm just making sure you're all right. Making sure you ain't motherfucking about to fall over and shit on the show and shit. You know what I mean? I don't want you falling over and shit.
What's Twan dealing? Where you at?
I don't know. Twan said he was gonna call me back. You know what I mean? He ain't hit me back yet, so I don't know what he doing. I don't know what's up. He probably couldn't make the 5 o'clock no way. With work and shit. So that's probably just getting off work or whatever the case may be. Probably still out there. Who knows? You know what I mean? But anyway, man, for the viewers right now, please hit that like and subscribe button so you can be up to date with all things Under the Lights. Anytime we drop something, you will know. Anytime we come on, do a show, you will know. You feel me? As I mentioned, man, you got the hat on of the team that bust our ass by 40 points last night in our building. You know what I'm saying? On NBA, on NBC throwback night. You know what I'm saying? They had the older analysts out there that was back here in the day. You know what I'm saying? They had them out there together. I think it was Doug Collins, Mike Fratello, and Bob Costas. I think those were the 3 guys, you know what I mean, talking and shit like that, man. They blew our ass out. And I'm talking about the San Antonio Spurs, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they blew our ass out by 40, bro. You see, I had to put that 40 in parentheses. It was that bad. You know what I mean? But the question is do the Sixers get a pass for not having Joel Embiid, Kelly Oubre, and Paul George? Let me tell you something. Nah, bro. Hell no, you don't. Even if you had Paul George, maybe we lose by 20. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, maybe we lose by 20, and that's still an ass whooping. You feel what I'm saying? But you don't get no pass for that shit. I get what Joel Embiid means to our team in Philadelphia. I already know this shit. You seen it last year. Joel Embiid is a dominant player. You know what I mean? We won less than 30 games last year. You know what I'm saying? We could do absolutely nothing without Joel Embiid because he is a dominant player. When Joel Embiid is right, we know this. And like I said, I get tired of saying when he's right because he always hurting shit. But the fact is, when he's right, you can't fuck with him. You can't stop him. You can't, if he's right, you cannot fuck with that man. You know what I mean? If he was right, majority of the time, he's gonna be in the MVP conversation every single year. He's talented. He can do that. He busting niggas' ass on one leg. You know what I'm saying? So, and just imagine if he had two good ones at all the time. You feel me? Two good knees and all of those shit, right? So, but I know how much he means to our team. But don't go out there and get your ass just walked over like that. I guess San Antonio is a good team. I know they're the second team in the West, and some people might have them as as some of the title favorites. We'll talk about that. Somebody might have them ranked like that. You know what I mean? But bro, you can't go out there and just roll over. You can't be turned. When you come in as an underdog, it's like, yo, all right, you can't make no mistakes. Your error, your margin for your room for error is slim to none. This is the second best team in the West for a reason, and they like that. But that don't mean you just roll the fuck over. That don't mean you just do that and just go out there and just get fucking dominated. Ain't you a motherfucking man? You're a grown-ass man out here. You getting done like that? Nah, bro. And to me, it just seemed like at some point in time, my Sixers just like, they just knew, we're not going to be able to get it done. We're not going to be able to get it done. You know what I'm saying? So, let's go out here and da-da-da-da. Nah, bro. Go out there and put up some fight. You don't go out there and, do I think we lose the game still? Yeah, we're going to lose the game. Without those guys, of course. But 40? Nah, bro. You can't go out there and lose by 40. You're a grown man. You're an athlete. Put the work in, too. You got to go out there and fight, bro. So I don't give them no pass for that shit. Like I said, do I think they would have lost the game? Yeah, I think they would have lost the game. But you don't go out there and get slapped by 40 on your own home floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like they have yet to show me that they are, that they can breathe without Joel Embiid. You understand what I'm saying? They've yet to show me that. My nigga, when Joel Embiid plays without him, we're 12-15. It's not good. It's not good. You can't get over 500 without them. It's just not good. You know what I mean? And Paul George was there for some of them games when Joel didn't play. You feel me? With Joel Embiid, we're 21-12. And some of those games is when he was on minutes restriction. But it's just his presence, you know what I mean? What he could bring to the team, you know what I'm saying? Shot making ability, all of that shit. His defense may not be the same. He may not be able to protect the rim like he used to. He may not be able to get off the ground with his second jump as fast as he used to because his knees ain't hitting right like that no more. You know what I'm saying? But he still brings a lot more to the game. And you cannot go out. I just remember I told you, I want them to show me, you know what I mean? Hey, listen. We can do things. We can win games without Joel Embiid. Don't go out there and fight. Don't go out there and get blown the fuck out. I know an L is an L, but 40, bro, nah, bro, that shit unacceptable. It's unacceptable, bro. So that's where I'm at with that. No, they don't get no motherfucking pass at all whatsoever because you got walked over. Period. You got walked over. I can't hear you.
I don't know what you kind of expect. When your best players are not, a couple of your best players aren't playing, you know what I'm saying? 12 and 15 is an average, an average obviously is below average, but if you're saying that's how they are without Embiid, but let's be honest, like you can't expect much if you have a fully healthy team in the Spurs. I mean, I agree, maybe they shouldn't get blown out, but I mean, some of those things happen.
No, you're right, but that's all I'm saying, Jordan. I wasn't expecting them to go out there and beat the Spurs without those guys, but I'm expecting to fight. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
The thing is, the Spurs is playing like one of the best teams in the league. I mean,
yes, they are.
Like one of the best teams in the league at the moment.
Yes, they are.
They're almost headed to taking the first place out of OKC's hands at the moment as well.
Yep.
You have a Victor Wembanyama when he's playing. He provides such a mismatch. It's ridiculous.
MVP.
Yeah, because he can influence both sides of the floor, and because he's like a player. Look, if you play, okay, if you have someone like Drummond starting or playing, right? Let's just say, you have Victor Wembanyama can sit in the paint. Yeah. All he needs to do is touch him, come back in the paint. Touch him, come back in the paint. And when you're a Spurs team, when you have someone like that in the back that can cover a lot of mistakes just because of his height, because of his ability to block shots, because of his ability to affect shots,
Yeah,
it becomes a serious problem because then you can get up and you can get up on players and start to do things you usually wouldn't normally do because even if they drive by you, you're okay in a way because not that you're okay, but even if they blow by you, you have Victor that can come there and affect shot. You know, he has 6 blocks anyway, and about 12 contested where you don't really want to go in there. You know what I'm saying? So he provides such a problem. So if you don't have a Joel Embiid for a matchup against him that can at least bring him out of the paint, problems, serious problems. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So I don't think it's just a matchup situation where you guys couldn't match up properly against this team. Plus, you guys go 10 for no, you guys go what did you guys go? You guys shot like 24% from the three.
yeah.
I mean, it's
Terrible.
not gonna get it done.
But
It's
here,
not
but
gonna
here,
get it done. And like
you know,
10 for 42 or something like that, that's not gonna
yeah,
be no tip,
no
especially in
team.
today's day.
But you know what that is,
Um,
Jordan? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
what is that?
This is where I be. This is see because when I be watching, you know what I mean, with no Joel Embiid type shit. When I watch, okay, I look at how we're playing, and shit just looks out of sorts. It just looked like it's everywhere. So I asked myself, man, is Nick Nurse implementing anything? You know what I'm saying? I mean, because you know, when the with the it's teams that run systems, you know, Warriors or Spurs in their time, and whatever the case may be, it's like y'all can have some guys out, and y'all can still go out there and win games. You know why? Because y'all have a system implemented. It doesn't look like Nick Nurse has implemented anything with my Philadelphia 76ers when Joel Embiid is out in the game. And even when he's in the game, I think you should implement shit. But it's a lot of Joel Embiid, do your thing, you know, then Max, do your thing, then hit the open man, whatever the case. I don't see. This is where I be questioning people's coaching and shit at. This is where I question people's coaching and shit at, Jordan. Because what you doing? What are you doing? You ain't implementing. It just looked like we out there playing pickup ball. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are able to still stay afloat talking about Warriors, you know what I mean? Somewhat or whatever. I don't know how far y'all falling down, but y'all can get wins. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all have a system. You feel me? We don't have that. And that's what I've been saying about Nick Nurse, bro. Like, what is he going to bring to the squad? I know, Nick, y'all got Nick Nurse. I said, all right, what is he going to do? Is he going to implement? Is he going to bring in something? Because we just playing pickup ball. You can tell. So that's where I be questioning the coach's coaching skills at right there. Type of shit in these situations right here.
Yeah, but you also got to take in like you guys had. So let's not get it twisted though, because you guys also have some good wins without a Joel Embiid as well. Like y'all beat Minnesota the other day, got a good
Yeah,
win against them. Played pretty well. So I think let's be honest, man. Like even I don't want to say with our team. Our team is not since Curry has went down and Butler has went down, especially as Curry's went down. We're not the same without our star player. And whether we have
yeah.
a system or not, the NBA, you need star power at the
Y'all
end
got
of the
blown out
day.
about
You know what I
40?
mean? We have been blown out, yes.
40?
I mean, maybe not 40, but you could say a 30 ball. We've been blown out, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's star power. This league is a star powered league. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can't expect this is why a lot of coaching is maybe a little bit overrated, but not overrated. You need the players in order to win the games, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? At the end of the day, and this is my personal opinion. You can have a system, but a system can only take you so long. You need the star power, and you don't have your second and third best player or first and third best player, bro. It's gonna be difficult, man, going up against a well-powered team that's gone like 11-12 in the past 13 games,
Yep.
11 wins, one loss in the past like 12, 13 games. So it's like, maybe you don't expect a 40-point blowout, but you do expect them to get beat. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't think it's crazy. I don't think it's crazy. I think of course you get a pass. I mean, it's not because listen, getting beat by 40 is an anomaly. It's not like a normal thing that happens consistently. And especially if you have Kelly Oubre and Paul George and Joel Embiid, they can all stretch the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
going 10 for 42 from it, that's definitely it's going to be easier. You have Wemby, 7'6" in the lane. Come on now. What do you
Yeah.
expect?
I ain't giving him no pass.
So,
Not for 40-point ass for
so,
him. If it
so,
was
so,
20,
so, it,
yeah, 40, nah, bro, fuck that. And you had a terrible shooting night because you were just jacking up a bunch of threes. You wasn't like you don't have, nah, bro. I mean, I hear everything you're saying. I'm with you, but I ain't doing that shit. I'm cool. I'm cool. You can't lose.
yeah.
You can't lose like that. Not like that. So, mm-mm. And like I said, Nick Nurse just doesn't do it for me. I mean, that's just my opinion. But hey, it is what it is. And so we
Bro,
talk.
every team in the NBA, every team in the NBA pretty much runs the same thing. There are only a
Yeah.
few teams in the NBA that run an actual system and run some different things.
And how many times
Not a
have I
lot,
said?
man.
How many times you said I don't like how they do that shit? I don't like it. I've said that before. I don't like it. So, but hey, hey, I can't do shit about it. I can just come on here, give my opinions, and hey, it is what it is, man. Express my opinion on the shit. But since we talking about the Spurs and shit, they beat our ass by 40, you know what I'm saying? And they are a powerful team. They do look like one of them teams, you know what I mean, that's real deal. They've won 11 of the past, 12, 13 games, you know what I'm saying? And the team that, the champions, you know what I mean? The defending champs, the OKC Thunder, they beat their ass 4 out of 5 times and shit. The 5th time including the NBA Cup, you know what I'm saying? Should they be viewed as, NBA title favorites though? Or is it too early? Is it too early for that?
Mm, yeah, you could take them.
Um, nah, not title favorites. Title contenders, not title favorites. I think
What's the
because
difference?
because contender meaning you can get there, favored meaning, oh, I believe you're going. They're going. They going to the finals. You feel what I'm saying? That's the difference for me. You know what I'm saying? And you look at the Spurs, they have had their way with OKC this year, 111 to 109, 130 to 110, 117 to 102, 119 to 98, and 116 to 106. They broke OKC's 16-game win streak too. You know what I'm saying? So it's a 4-1 record this year with OKC and the Spurs. And they have had, like I said, they had their way with them. You know what I mean? But I'm not ready to count out. And I'm a Wemby guy. I came out here when he first played. Wim VP, beating the death. So I'm a Wemby. I'm all for Wemby. He cool. I like him, love him. You know what I mean? But I don't want to just take OKC off the mantle. You know what I'm saying? And just say that that they should no longer be viewed as title favorites and handed over to the San Antonio Spurs. You know what I'm saying? Because I've actually seen OKC. You know what I mean? They're still in the West, right? Still on top of the West right now. They missed Shea for 11 games. They went 7-4 without him. You know what I'm saying? So they'll go to show you right there. It's a short sample size, but still 7-4. You know what I mean? That's pretty good. You know what I mean? And they just I just think, even I think they got the team to go out there and still go out there and win back-to-back titles, bro. You know what I mean? That's just what I feel. They got Shea out there, Chet, Hartenstein, and them. The whole team is bought in. Not saying the Spurs ain't, but I just think in the end, I think the OKC Thunder will probably edge them. You know what I mean? They'll edge them. You know what I'm saying? And especially when you talk about, experience, they haven't even been there. They ain't been there at all. They ain't been there at all. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that's what's gonna come bite them in the ass when you're talking about OKC versus, taking them off the throne as title favorites, handing it over to San Antonio Spurs. I can't do that. I got to stick with OKC, bro.
Well, okay. So if you're given the title, I mean, title favorites and contenders, and which is this is the thing what we're talking about. They're one of the teams that can win.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say yes. You know what I'm saying? Of course, if you're talking about favorites, it's not just one favorite or two. Like, you can have.
Okay, well, let me. Okay, look. So, but what I want this question right here is who you think should be crowned. Like, oh, I think they're gonna win it. You know what I mean? Obviously, you got contenders is more than one. people that are favored, more than one, but who do you think is really, that team that's going to take it?
I mean, yeah, I got San Antonio. I got OKC, man. One of those are. You see, I don't know about a team from the East is going to be able to get it done for real. You know what I mean? I don't think if New York gets across, you know what I'm saying? I just don't think New York is obviously going to get to the finals, in my opinion. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You have Boston that's there, and they don't have Tatum. I think they can't win without Tatum. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? All that good stuff. But when it comes down to it, they're gonna need Tatum. You got Detroit, which I think Detroit's up there. You know what I'm saying? You already know I have the Detroit. You know, I've
Yeah.
had them as one of my teams. You feel what I'm saying? Since years. It's been what we've been doing
Last year.
this.
Last year.
Yeah,
Last year.
said this from last year.
Yeah.
So that's a team that I think is I think Cleveland is a sleeper team because when you add James Harden in the mix, especially when it comes to the playoffs, and you have someone like Donovan Mitchell, I have people that you can rely on, that can lean on. I think that's going to be important. But if you're talking about the favorites, yes, OKC San Antonio, man, OKC San Antonio. You
Who
know what
would
I'm
you pick?
saying?
Who would you, if they who would you pick if they go to let's just say it's OKC and the Spurs in the Western Conference Finals? Who you picking to win that series to go to the finals?
For that one, I might pick San Antonio, man. I might pick San
Mm,
Antonio. OKC has been up. It's not like they've been up and down because they still have
mm,
the best or second best record in the league, or the best record in the league.
yeah,
They have the best record in the league. I just feel that it's just been a lot of injuries going on over there. So they haven't been able to, um, you know, I can't really think of you want to be able to come into the playoffs whole and all that, and they just seem like they're going through something. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So that'd be the only kind of thing why. And of course, San Antonio has beat them up during the season, so they obviously match up well against them, right? So
yeah,
of course we can always talk about experience, and I agree with that. You know what I mean? I think that there's always teams that kind of need to go through that before, and San
yeah.
Antonio has not, right?
Right.
So
Hey, but
I,
listen,
I'm
if San Antonio had been there last year, you know what I'm saying, and went through that shit, then maybe I would be thinking something different. You know what I mean? But being that they have not. That's why I give OKC the edge.
Yeah, and that's a fair point. Oklahoma City, like they didn't go anywhere far. I think they did actually. They lost. They did before that a couple of years ago. Before they made it, I think Detroit.
Before they went to the finals, remember that they lost in the second round to Luke and them to Dallas, and then the year before that, I
Yeah,
think it was probably like something like the same thing or whatever.
yeah, and and Detroit has they got knocked out first round where they could have beat New York.
Yeah,
Um,
7
because it,
games.
it was right there. Yeah, it was right there. I just think the East is it's a bit more wide open,
Yeah, for
if you
sure.
ask me.
Oh yeah, for
It's
sure.
just a bit, yeah, it's a way more wide open. So I think there it's a bit we don't know. But over here, I just feel that I don't have Houston. I'm gonna be very clear. I don't have Houston. You know what I mean? I do not have Houston Rockets going win to no finals, bro.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Minnesota, I think Minnesota's a deal. Minnesota's a deal, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's a team that has had plenty of experiences, but we just talking about the favorites. So I don't even know why I'm getting into all of them. I got San
Mhm.
Antonio and OKC, and I'd pick San Antonio to be honest with you, because
Okay.
Wemby has such a he provides such mismatches, man. He provides
Yep.
such mismatches, and they also got De'Aaron Fox, who's been in the playoffs plenty of times, plus player of the year before. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
he's a part of their what's going on over there. You got Stephon Castle from Connecticut, Mel's guy. He's been doing real well. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
saying? You have
Yep.
Vassell out there, Champagne out there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They got bodies upon bodies. You got Harper out there. He's a rookie or
Yep.
second year player. Like he's out there as well.
He played. He
They
played
just
good
got
last night.
they got bodies upon bodies, bro. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So this team is a serious issue,
So you
and
said.
yeah, serious issue.
So you said OKC. You worried about them because they got too much injuries and shit going on, right?
Yeah, yeah. It just feels that way, and more so because San Antonio matches up with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they've shown that they can beat them. You ain't beat some team 4 or 5 times and act like
Yeah.
you better than them now. You know what I'm saying? Like
All right.
they beating that ass.
Right. 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 All right. So that I think that'd be a real good matchup. That'd be a real. I would love to see that. Like if that was pay-per-view, I'd pay each game to watch it. You know what I'm saying? For sure. You know what I mean? Let's stick in the NBA. We stick to the Western Conference, man. The Los Angeles Lakers, my boy Bron. You know what I mean? Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves out there got a 37-24 record right now. You know what I mean? Ain't like they just, blowing boys out and they lose games that they ain't supposed to lose. Everybody does, but it's highlighted more when it's Lakers, LeBron, whatever, Luka, whatever the case may be. More so LeBron on this part, But just to make a long story short, you know what I mean? Sometimes they struggle, you know what I'm saying? And they are now in the 6th seed, and they are 2 games behind the Phoenix Suns to be out there and down in the play-in. You feel what I'm saying? Do you think should they be worried? I mean, I'm about dropping from the 6th spot. Like, should they be, oh shit, worried? You know what I mean? Do you think so? I'm gonna tell you like this. I think they should. You know what? You know why? No. You know why? Well, I'm gonna tell you why I think they should. Defense, rebounding, and shooting. It all sucks. You know what I'm saying? And any given night, they go out there and lose to somebody, you know what I mean, that they ain't supposed to lose to for those 3 reasons right there. I came out here and said they can score with anybody. Now, being worried doesn't mean it's going to happen. You know what I mean? But, it could damn well happen. You know what I'm saying? Because they go out there and drop some bullshit ass games because of their lack of defense, their lack of shooting, and them 2 big men down there, Ayton and Jackson Hayes. Nah, bro, them 2 dudes ain't it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it ain't. I don't got a whole bunch to say about it. You know what I mean? But they should definitely be like, if we keep bullshitting like this, you know what I mean? I mean, you ain't gonna run into the Pelicans every motherfucking night. You ain't gonna run into the Warriors without Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry every motherfucking night. You feel what I'm saying? So shit, they better. I know look behind the Phoenix Suns. You know what I mean? You got y'all Golden State at 31-30. So the next closest team is Phoenix. They 2 games behind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you better be worried if you go out there and keep having lack of defense, shooting, and rebounding. Yeah, you better be fucking worried.
Let me tell you something, B. Mike. I mean, I think you lost the marbles with this one.
Mm-mm.
Phoenix Suns are without.
I know who they were. I know they are. But what I'm saying is the Lakers be having they niggas and go out there and lose.
I mean, yeah. I mean, so what? What I'm saying is you don't have a player. You don't have Dylan Brooks, who's very vital. In that situation over there. You have Jalen Green, who is like coming back from injury and playing a bit of minutes here and there, not playing well at the moment. Like he ain't like he's out there being some superstar player that they expected.
Always up and down anyway.
Yeah, you just got D Book, who just came back, you know what I'm saying, from an injury. So I'm not going to be expecting him to be going crazy out the woodwork. You feel what I'm saying? So you have a full team, a roster that's full. You know what I'm saying? I do not expect you guys to drop below Phoenix.
And then, listen,
you can't expect that. You can't because
that's not the question. Do you expect them? Should they be worried?
No.
Okay.
Should not be worried. That's why Luka and these boys are here. That's why you got Luka. That's why you got LeBron James. These guys, and it's not like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
motherfuckers get what they want on the Lakers, bro. They defense.
It's not just about I just tell you, their defense sucks, but you got Luka, man. You know what I'm saying? And Luka has one with worse. I
tell you what, then, nigga. Let them go out here and lose to the Nuggets. Let them go out here and lose to the motherfucking Knicks, the Timberwolves, or some shit. They got the Nuggets again within a matter of what? 3-4 days. You know what I'm saying? 5 days. Yeah, go out here and bullshit around if you want to. Go out here and get beat up on the glass. Go out here and let motherfuckers get points and transition buckets, and go out there and do that shit if you want to. Go ahead. You know it's a make or miss league, bro. Go ahead. Keep on bullshitting. You ain't gonna run into the like I said, them sorry ass teams every night. They got the Nuggets, the Pacers, the Knicks, the Wolves, the Bulls, the Nuggets, the Rockets again, the Heat, Magic, Pistons, Pacers. Like, bro, like this ain't that you. Yeah, go out there and do that bullshit if you want to. And them niggas gonna be in the fucking 7th spot. Do bullshit if you want to.
Phoenix has some maybe two easy games, maybe, and then they have the same type of thing because they're in the West as well.
Well,
So they
hopefully
got
they
to play a bunch of teams over
good.
them. So you
Hopefully
know what
they
I'm
don't go
saying?
out there and just get hot one night with Devin Booker and Colin Gillespie and Grayson Allen and shit. Just shoot the lights out. And hopefully they keep losing it because I know the
I
Lakers
mean,
gonna
yeah,
lose games. I know they are. So
the
but you
Phoenix gonna lose games too.
no you're right about that. I just hope the Lakers don't keep. I hope Phoenix keep on losing because if not, they come out here and go on a little 2-3 game stretch out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And the Lakers lose two. Yeah, they're gonna be going seesaw back and forth. I'm just saying. They shouldn't be in here like shot. We ain't worried about the shit. Nah, you should, for those three reasons. For the faults that you got on your team. Yeah, you should be worried. You better come in there and handle business every night. That's all I'm saying.
No, I mean I hear you. I'm just saying from what's around them. You know what I mean? Why they shouldn't be like crazy. They just gotta handle their business. They just gotta handle their business. You know, and
Hey,
basically just
you
they
right.
just gotta
And
handle
I'm
it. They just
sure
gotta they just gotta handle their business because at the end of the day, like Phoenix is undermanned. You know what I mean? So it's like that's like a big reason why I'm not as worried. You understand what I'm saying? If Phoenix
yeah.
was fully manned, then I would be 100% with you and be a bit worried. You feel
Okay.
what I'm saying? But they're not. So
All right. Yo, so you ain't tripping. You good.
yeah, I mean, shit, I ain't got a dog in the race with the Lakers, but
Yeah.
I mess with Luca, and I've been messed with Luca. You know what I'm saying? Since on the group chat, like I
Yeah.
like Luca. You know what I'm saying? Because people disrespect Luca as if Luca is like the only player that has been a great offensive player, but not a great defensive player. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't impact the game. Like they talk Mel and them talking about like he can't get any better than how he is. Like I'm like, yo, dudes is just having a big laugh, bro. This dude is nice, bro. Even if he didn't get better how he is, he's still better than 99% of the players in the league. You know what I'm saying? I've been a Luca guy, bro. It's not
Yeah.
like a Luca guy, but bro, you can see a player when you watch, you can see a good player, bro.
Yeah. I
And he's
fuck
nice, bro.
with Luka. I fuck with Luca heavy. Like I
You
told
know what I
myself
mean?
when back in I said when LeBron lead the league, I was gonna pick between Luca and John Morant, who obviously I got my Sixers. I'm Luca and John. I said I'm going with Luca. I'm fucking with Luca. You know what I mean? I fuck with Luca. I like Luca. You know what I mean? But that Wimby motherfucker, whew, he's something different, boy. When I seen him play in the game for the first time, that's why I came out here beat the desk talking about Wim VP. Wim VP. He will be Wim VP multiple times in this NBA league. He will be multiple time defensive player of the year type shit. He will be that. You know what I'm saying? He will be that. That's for damn sure. But look though, so we talk about the Lakers. Should they be worried and shit like that? You know what I mean? Cool. You said no. I say yeah. If they go out there and bullshitting around, yeah, they should be worried. You know what I'm saying? But look at the Denver Nuggets though. They don't look as dominant as they once was, right? Obviously, they have lost pieces. You know what I mean? Pieces like I know they lost. I think they missed Michael Porter Jr. more than they probably realized. You know what I mean? Michael Porter Jr. He's playing good in Brooklyn. Obviously, they ain't winning and shit like that, but he putting up some good numbers or whatever the case may be. But do you think, from your perspective, do you think the Nuggets championship window is over with? Like it's closed?
No, of course not. Especially when you have a player transcendent like Joker, who's probably one of the best offensive players the game has seen. He provides so much for them, and so there's always going to be a window for them. You understand what I'm saying? Like you've seen
Yeah,
this team without a Jamal Murray, without a Aaron Gordon, and they just get wins because this dude just provides so much quality looks
mm-hmm.
consistently all the time. You know what I mean? That's how you can cause situations with that team if you can go at him defensively. But this team will always have a championship window when you have a person like Jokic. He's in territory of getting into this top 10 all time, bro. He's too nice. He's too good, man. Like I'm not a big Jokic guy, but listen, we can't sit there and act like this dude's not just putting up the numbers. Staying healthy as well. You know what I'm saying? put up the numbers consistently year after year after year, and consistently has his Nuggets team there, 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 there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have no. You're gonna always have a championship window with with him in there. You know what I'm saying? Then when you add a Jamal Murray, who's a clutch player, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. He
Jamal Murray can ball, bro.
he
I'm
ba-
not gonna say
he balled the fuck out when Jokic was out. He was balling. I
yeah,
had
yeah,
his
yeah.
numbers down because I was, man. I think I had because I was oh shit. I got to go back and find it, but it's way back here. But I had, man, yeah, he was balling when Jokic was out, bro. And you remember I asked you, like, do you think he could do what Shea do? You know what I mean? Do you think he could be, if he had his own team? Remember I asked that question last year, a couple years ago, could he do that? You know what I mean? If he had his own squad, if he was, if they built it around him, could he be like that? You know what I mean? You said no. I said I think he could. You know what I mean? And then I came back, I was like, man, because Shea, that's when Shea had kind of took a leap. Like, damn. I was like, you know what? Maybe he may not be that good. He ain't gonna be that motherfucker good, but he can ball though. I fuck with Jamal Murray.
No,
He not.
he can't ball, and I don't think that you can probably like he can be the number one player on the team and win something like that. I remember I told you before. There's not many players, smaller guards that do that.
Yeah.
There's only been a few, so I'm not going to act like he's up there in that category. But this dude Jokic, bro, you have Jokic, you have a championship window. You have Jokic, you have a championship window. Very simple.
I mean,
It's not that difficult.
you basically took all the words out of my mouth. You know what I mean? You got that dude. You know what I'm saying? You got him and Jamal Murray, bro. You know what I mean? And they play defense. You got Christian Brown out there. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Brown back on their squad. Everybody on that squad is bought in. You know what I mean? They know what it takes. They know what's going on. They champions. You know what I'm saying? I think they do miss Michael Porter Jr. a little bit. And not to mention, they haven't had Aaron Gordon. You know what I mean? He's a big factor for them.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Whether
Hmm.
it's scoring, rebounding, you know what I mean, playing tough defense on whoever, you know what I'm saying, just making it hard for the guy who he's guarding, you know what I'm saying, making him have a tough night, whatever the case may be. He don't back down from a challenge. Missing Aaron Gordon, you know what I mean, that's big for them. And then I think they do miss Michael Porter Jr.'s, shooting ability, stretching the floor ability, you know what I mean, since he's been going out of Denver too. But when you got Jokic and those other guys and Jamal Murray, those other guys, yeah, bro, the championship window is not closed. It's not closed, you know what I mean? So, I
Hmm.
mean, the Nuggets are like, you could look at them and say, man, if they just had one more piece type shit, they going to the finals. Or they got one more piece, they can send OKC home. Or they got one more piece, they can send the Spurs out about their way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that, and that's because a big number 15. You know what I mean? So you basically took all the words out of my mouth. We ain't even gotta, embark on that no more. You know what I'm saying? So, who the NBA MVP right now? Who you got?
Who you got?
Go, motherfucker.
Who you got, bro? Who
Like, why you always want me to
you
go
got?
first? Oh,
Who
why
you
you
got,
always
bro?
want me to go first?
Yeah, I was about to go first on that Lakers topic real quick, but
You,
I
but
went
you
first on
didn't.
the Denver
But
too.
you didn't.
Uh,
Hey man,
so
am I?
so
Okay, go
there's
ahead.
a few there's a few. So we got to be honest. Okay, listen. With the numbers, listen. I want to be fair here, right?
Yep.
And since we talking about MVP, I think that I'm also going to go off of how the NBA has been doing it. And it's a narrative based award as well. You get what I'm saying? It's a narrative based award as well. Right. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that has to be put into this discussion 100%, 1,000%. So I'm going to give you my three. I'm not going to say who is yet. I'm going to give you my three, though. You're going to have
Okay.
to put in Cade Cunningham. You
Yeah.
hear me? You
Yeah.
have to put in Cade Cunningham. You hear
Goddamn
me?
right.
And you're going to have to put in, I'm going to be honest, bro. You're going to have to put in Jalen Brown. You hear
Mm-hmm.
me? Got to put in Jalen Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you already know why. I don't have to discuss. Nobody thought the Boston would be doing this. Nobody.
No.
Nobody. You get what I'm saying? So to be 41-20 right now, second in the East,
Yep.
is big time. And
Yep.
he has been playing well. We have to give Jalen Brown his props, bro.
Yes,
We have
sir.
to give Jalen Brown his props, bro.
Yes,
You
sir.
feel what I'm saying? And then the next, you're gonna have to throw in SGA, obviously. You feel me? And Victor Wembanyama.
Mm.
That's four. Then you have Nikola Jokic, bro. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like he just puts up the numbers. It's ridiculous. Those are my 5 right there, baby. Those are my
Well,
5.
okay, well, you told me you was gonna give me 3, but you gave me 5. You
But
know.
I'll give you 5. I'll give you my 5.
Well, listen, I'm gonna give you 3, and the first 3 that you named is who I got in that order. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know Shea with the 31, they number 1 in the West and all of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Man, I seen them go 11 games, go 7-4 without Shea, and they was looking good, winning games. You feel me? Jaylen Brown, like you said, nobody thought, and it don't matter what you thought. You know what I mean? But if it's you know, when you're talking narrative and shit like that, you know what I mean? Obviously, well, nobody thought it was going to be like that. So obviously, if we talking narrative, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's going to play a part. Nobody thought it was going to be in second in the East. Jason Tatum wasn't out there, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so that plays a part too. And he been playing on both ends, Jaylen Brown. Both ends, he's there every night, busting niggas' ass. They second in the East. Nobody thought that. Cade Cunningham, bro, this is come out year. You know what I mean? Come out year. Like he really, yeah, I'm here. You seen me last year, yeah, but I'm much better now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the team that I thought was going to be one of those teams to deal with in the East this year, being that it's wide open, the New York Knicks, they slapping them upside their head like that's their little brother. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in the times that they played them, a couple, Jalen Duren wasn't, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. If you want to look it up, you can. But I don't even think Jalen Duren played in those games when they beat the Knicks' ass by 38 and like 20 or 30-some points, and then beat their ass again the last game by, I want to say, 20-something. I know for sure he didn't play the last game because him and Isaiah Stewart were suspended for the shit that they got into with the Hornets. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't in the game, ass whooping. And the Knicks was supposed to be that team. This was supposed to be the year that the Knicks advanced to the finals. And just like, if we talking narrative, just like how nobody thought the Boston Celtics was going to be doing what they doing, nobody thought the Detroit Pistons was going to be number 1, looking the way that they look, and they look like the number 1 team in the East. You know what I'm saying? Nobody thought that, and nobody thought Cade Cunningham was going to be out here doing what he doing. What is he giving you? 25, 6, and 10. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. That's MVP shit, and I like to go off who's most valuable to that team. You know what I mean? Those 2 guys, Cade and Jalen, my opinion, they don't have a deep team like OKC. You know what I'm saying? And if they was out for 11, no. What I'm saying is, look, this is what I'm saying. Detroit's deep. Let's not get it twisted. But OKC is deep. I think OKC is, like you talk about OKC. I mean, Spurs got bodies on bodies. The OKC is like that too. They got bodies on bodies. You feel what I'm saying? Won a championship with them bodies. You know what I'm saying? Bro, what I think Cade Cunningham is more they ain't going 7-4 without Cade Cunningham. They're not having a winning record without Cade Cunningham in that shit. In my opinion. You know what I mean? If he went on the stretch and he missed 11, 12, 13, 14 games in a row, they're not gonna be doing shit like that, you ask me. You know what I'm saying? So that Cade Cunningham, Jaylen Brown, and SGA, that's my 3 right there.
Yeah, I'm. You said you got SGA as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, SGA's there. It's just Nikola Jokic, bro. He's giving you a triple double.
Yeah.
Crazy points, man. 28, 10, 12, and 10 is crazy, bro. What we doing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What we doing? He's almost he's at 29 a game, bro, giving you 40% from 3. It's just fucking ridiculous, bro. 57% from the field, my nigga. What are we talking about, bro?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What we talking about? You know what I mean? It's just that SGA and them have their records. You know what I'm saying? So if we doing the narrative business, I don't want to go and act like we can't do the narrative business. That's why Russell Westbrook won it. So Jaylen Brown's got to be up there. I don't give a shit. And if that's getting Wemby out of there or getting whoever out of there, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So if it's like my top 3, then I put in Cade, SGA, and Jaylen Brown. I don't care, bro.
Yeah, he got to be up there. Jalen got to be up there, bro. If he ain't up there, bro, like I don't think you really, you know, I'm not gonna say you don't know. Maybe you're not watching. I don't know. You know what I mean? But come on now, he balling the fuck out. You feel me? So I'm on that. We ain't really got no argument right there from each other right there. You know what I mean? But before we get up out of here, bro, you know what I'm saying? Before we get, hold on, who playing tonight? Let me see here everybody who playing tonight. You know what I mean? Real quick. See who all playing.
Charlotte. playing tonight against Boston.
Yeah, we got
OKC, New York.
we got back-to-back Sixers Jazz. We at home. We got Thunder and the Knicks. Come on to 7. Boston and the Hornets. That's gonna be a good game. You know what I mean? It's when I listen, the fucking Hornets, man. Hey, man.
I'm telling you, bro. You don't want to play that team in the first round. You don't want to play that team in the first round. I told you don't want to play that team in the first round, bro.
And you know why you don't want to play them in the first round? Because first of all, they know teams, or how I say a narrative can follow you for a long time. And even though they 31-31, so it ain't like they out here 50 and 30 or whatever. It ain't like they out here like that, right? But they winning more than what they have been winning in the past. And at this current time, they are playing like a real deal good team. You know what I mean? I ain't saying championship, but I'm saying they look like a team that could go to the playoffs. You know what I mean? And if you playing around, nigga, you thinking we the old Hornets, we gonna go ahead and show you we not them no more. That's what we gonna do. We gonna show you that we not the old Hornets, nigga. We the new Hornets. Remember how Draymond came out and said new media? Okay, this the new Hornets. They look like a team that and when it's crazy that you see that shit right now after them being down for so fucking long. You know what I mean? But Hornets, and that's this game right here. I think me personally, this game right here, the Hornets are a good enough team now that if the Celtics go out there and handle them the way they're supposed to, it's gonna make Jaylen Brown look good. This is not the old Hornets, or like you go out here and beat the Wizards or the fucking Pacers and the way they look right now. You feel this is not that. This is a new Hornets team that's good. They've been busting niggas' ass. Real good. That Spurs team we talk about, tap that ass. You feel me? Yeah, got them together. You know what I'm saying? So this would be good on his resume if he get a dub and go out there and ball the fuck out. Blazers, Grizzlies, Hawks, Bucks. Giannis is back. Pacers, Clippers. So yeah, we got a cool 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 games tonight. Go and get my bet on. You know what I mean? See what I'm gonna hit on tonight. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's transition real quick before we get up out of here, man, to the NFL real quick. And this is the last time I'm gonna talk about it. You know what I mean? This is the last time I'm gonna talk about AJ Brown in Philadelphia with my Eagles. You know, it's the last time I'm gonna speak on it. You know what I mean? But I'm on Instagram all the time, and I keep seeing it. I seen Howie Roseman say, it's highly unlikely that he's gonna trade AJ Brown. The asking price is high. You know what I'm saying? And as it should be. But when you got a high asking price, you're doing that on purpose. They asking for a first and a second round pick. You're doing that on purpose because you really don't want to get rid of the guy. Howie has already came out and said it's harder. You don't want to trade great players or whatever the case may be. And, we're not going to get nothing back. We're not going to get a body for A.J. Brown, you know what I mean, that's going to make us be like, all right, cool, like an even swap. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's not going to be like that. So I know why. I get why Howie's doing that. But the question is, what should happen with this situation with A.J. Brown and the Philadelphia Eagles? Bro, like I said before, and I'm going to expound a little more, okay? It's time for AJ to go. It's time for AJ to get out of Philadelphia. And I believe, me personally, this is my belief. Everybody else could, you can have your own opinion, and everybody else can have their own opinion. Me personally, bro, I think AJ really wants to leave because of who's in charge. That's Nick Sirianni and whoever else is going to be, offensive coordinator. You know what I mean? Like last year at Patullo. You know what I mean? I don't think they're going to let him go because this is the first year under new offensive coordinator Sean Mannion and his whole new team that he brought in. You know what I mean? And they're going to want to see how it goes. He's under contract with us until 2029. You feel what I'm saying? So he's under contract with us until 2029. And if it doesn't work well this year and he's still not happy or whatever, then I think they're really, really, really consider getting him up out of Philly. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I wanted to say more. A.J. Brown had issues in Tennessee when he wasn't happy. He was complaining and shit like that and was ready to go. He come here with us the first couple of years, you know what I mean? Back-to-back 1,400-yard seasons. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even in 2023 when we was, had that situation with Brian Johnson and shit, he wasn't tripping because he was getting a whole bunch of targets. And he still gets a whole bunch of targets. You feel me? But then again, last year, complaining, had his issues, got the book on the sideline type shit like that. And then, the antics again throughout the season or whatever. We won a Super Bowl, bro. In dominant fashion. Have a great fucking year. You go over 1,000. You score a touchdown in the Super Bowl. The same team that upset us in the first Super Bowl that we played against them in, we got them back in a dominant way. And you scored a touchdown. And after that, Jordan, what was he like? Like he was still like, oh, well, it's just da-da-da. And then, A.J. Brown also, and this is not trying to beat up on A.J. Brown. This is just telling the facts. A.J. Brown, he goes through the mental health things. You know what I'm saying? He goes through those things. Rondell Moore, God rest his soul. He took his own life. Former NFL player, just happened a couple, last week, whatever the case may be. A.J. Brown came out and said, did a video, it was like once upon a time before, he wanted to take his own life. He said this up on the podium when he was at the combine, if I'm not mistaken, when he was getting drafted or something like that. Around that time or something. I want to say it was that or Super Bowl or something, but I know he said those things. So me personally, if you're a guy or a person in general that goes through those mental health issues, those mental health things to where you want to take your own life and, you go into therapy constantly and, you got your book on the sideline. I don't care what nobody say. It is 60, 70, 80,000 people in that fucking stadium. You ain't on no sideline in a game reading no motherfucking book. I don't care. That's a mental health issue. So now that A.J. Brown doesn't want to be somewhere, he doesn't want to be in Philly, you're going to keep him there because you hold the cards, because you're not, the only way he's going to get traded is if you allow it. Well, somebody that goes through those issues, now you're going to hold them hostage. How is it going to get any better for him? It's like I think either way, some way, somewhere, some point in time, wherever A.J. Brown is, it's going to be an issue at some point in time because he just goes through these things. It's like, how people can say you could have $1 billion and $100 million, but if you ain't right up here, it don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Well, AJ, if he's not right up here and he goes through those issues, it don't matter where he at. It's always going at some point in time, it's going to be an issue, it's going to arise, and these problems are going to occur. So I think, listen, let him go. Get what you can get for him. If you can get, me personally, if you can get, we know Cleveland Browns is looking for a wide receiver. We know that. We know y'all don't want to let go of Myles Garrett, but do you want to keep Myles Garrett there? He's going to have a bunch. He's going to be a decorated player with nothing to show for it. Nothing. He's already a back-to-back 2-time defensive player of the year. Look at the record, he won 5 fucking games and won 4 games the year before that. So try to go out there and get Myles Garrett for him, or try to go get Max Crosby for him. I'm just saying, I'm keeping it real. That we can cover the money. We can get that. You know what I mean? And if that swap right there covers the money, if it don't cover the money, then we'll get a motherfucking draft pick involved. All I'm saying is do what you got to do to get AJ somewhere else, because a guy that goes through those issues and now he's somewhere where he doesn't want to be, how is it going to get better? Unless you tell me this offensive coordinator is just going to knock him off his socks. And at the same time, listen to what I said, knock him off knock the socks off of him. Why we got to knock the socks off of him? This ain't about you, nigga. It's about the whole fucking team. So I think, listen, I think they should trade him. But you got to get some good shit for him, whether another body or some high draft picks. I don't want to hear nothing about Buffalo. Buffalo, your draft pick, your first round pick that you get, it's going to be late in the draft. We want an early first round draft pick so we can go get a dog, one of these young receivers out of the SEC or the Big Ten somewhere. I just think it's time to go, bro. I think they should let him go, but make sure you get valuable shit for him. That's it.
All right. Hey, this is your team, man. I'm gonna let you have it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't got nothing to say? You good?
No,
I know
no,
we
not
talking
really.
number
AJ
four
Brown
already.
ain't going nowhere, man. AJ Brown ain't going nowhere, bro.
And we'll
AJ
see how
Brown
that
ain't going
work, bro. We'll see how that work for him mentally up here. We'll see how it work. I hope
unless
it
he wants to
works.
come, unless he wants to come, with Derrick Henry. You know what I'm saying? They was on the, it was,
I see, I
they was
see, I
on the
see
little
that.
pod. You know what
I
I
see
mean?
that.
You know what I
But
mean?
but here's the
Come
thing.
on,
Here's the
what's up?
thing. That ain't gonna happen because y'all first round picks is gonna be early. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah,
it's gonna be no. When do y'all pick? It's not gonna be early. When do y'all pick? Because y'all didn't make the
yeah.
playoffs. When do y'all
If we
pick?
didn't make the playoffs, we're probably gonna be middle, bro. Probably gonna be middle.
It's not. But listen, it ain't just gonna be one first round pick, bro. It's
That's
gonna be
fine.
two or a first and a second. And if we can get a early first and an early second or mid second, come on with that shit. We'll do it. We'll do it. But I really would like a body, and I don't think y'all have a body that I really want for AJ Brown. So I think that's gonna get passed over, just like the Buffalo Bills. They don't have a body that for AJ Brown that I would want. They don't have a body. So I don't think it's gonna
Come
happen.
on,
It's
come
gonna
on
be
home, baby.
it's gonna be a nigga said come home. It's gonna be ain't
Yeah.
nothing home about Maryland for AJ Brown, nigga. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. We go but that's all I had to say, man. I ain't gonna talk about it no more. I just wanted to bring it up because I keep on seeing it on Instagram. It's like, it's the new league year coming up. You know what I mean? Hey, you see David Montgomery got traded to the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But I don't know if I was talking to E. E said that they lost some O linemen. I gotta look into that. I think they did lose a couple O linemen. So I mean, it's off season, it's draft time and free agency time about to come up and shit trades and all of that. So no telling what they get, but that's a good pickup for them. That's a good pickup for the Houston Texans. David Montgomery, Woody Marks. Don't know what's going on with Joe Mixon. I know he got shot in the foot or some shit like that, but don't know what's going on fully with him. So, but Woody Marks and David Montgomery, that's a good tandem back there. Don't know how it's going to affect Jahmyr Gibbs, because Jahmyr Gibbs, he's damn good, explosive. You know what I mean? But he a smaller dude. You know what I'm saying? And man, they're gonna have to get another running back in there that can take some of the pressure off that dude. He's not a big guy at all. So, because when it's time to get down in the goal line and shit like that, they be having David Montgomery down there most of the time. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that works for him too. But I'm excited for the season to start. I'm ready. As soon as this trade and free agency shit hits, we gonna be all wrapped up in it. So yeah, man. We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. You good? Anything else on your mind, dog?
No.
I know you gotta get up out of here. You got shit going on and shit. So listen, man, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. For the ones that's watching right now, please hit that like and subscribe button so you could be up to date with all things under the lights. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You feel me? That's our show for the day, and we gone.